Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting episode of Beyond the Scoreboard. I used to watch it. Yes, and we are back again. Match game week 4. Game week 4 review analysis is brought to you by D General, your number one sports analyst. And don't forget, I always tell you, we are being supported by DSTV Go TV. Make sure you pay your subscription. You don't miss out on our analysis. So today we are here to talk about the happenings during the weekend in game week 4. And you see, like I'm going through it. I'm suffering because my team United is making me sleepless. But inshallah, we'll be back. So we had some matches. We had Arsenal playing against Nottingham Forest, and I went in for Arsenal going looking at their squad and their style of play. They play possessive football, and I told you in the last episode that Arsenal needs to be tactical. They should be clinical when it comes to scoring goals. If you are killing the game, kill the game from the beginning. And I told you about it, and that is what Arsenal did exactly. Mikel Arteta is doing a great job with Arsenal, and I think they are on the verge of doing the right thing. We also had Bournemouth versus Brighton, a shocking turn of events. I told you their energy is the same, so they will be playing with the same energy, the same charisma. Bournemouth having the penalty at the second half, and they took the lead. Semenyo converting beautifully, and as it stands now, Bournemouth was able to take the lead over Brighton, even though Brighton scored City in game week 3. So sometimes when I think about it, I don't understand. But at the end of the day, this is football, and this is why we love football. We have Crystal Palace playing Sunderland. See, game week 1, game week 2, I told you about Sunderland. That Sunderland is a team to watch. They have been in the league before. They went and came again. So I am not surprised at how they play their football, how the energy. I hope they keep the energy up till the 38 matches, because I need them in the league. They have done impressively. They've done well. Sunderland has even impressed me more than United, because from the championship and playing teams such as Crystal Palace, FA Cup holders, winners, and also Community Shield winners, this is something to celebrate. These are the people that they can even celebrate their draws, because they came from the championship and they came into the league, and they are making waves. Playing draw against Crystal Palace is something to talk about. We have Everton versus Aston Villa. I thought there was going to be a goal, but it was a goalless draw. I'm telling you, the Arsenal coach is really going through it. The Arsenal coach is really going through it. I'm not going to lie to you. They are really going through it, because just imagine losing, playing draws and all that. That's tough. Fulham versus Leeds. Fulham was able to take the Leeds. They only penny back Leeds are doing really well. They are playing draws that we don't even expect. And but Fulham was able to get one past them. Newcastle versus Wolves. Their new striker came in and proved himself. Akwiwa, the guy is a giant. The guy is a giant. The guy is a giant, and he's making use of his head. Cross the ball into the 18-yard box. The striker will do the job. United, I'll be coming on United. I will come on United soon. And we have West Ham versus Spurs, Tottenham Hotspurs. I told you in my last submission that Tottenham was bound to win this game. They've been amazing throughout this season. They've been amazing. Tottenham has been amazing. And they will prove it in the Champions League too as well. They've been amazing. And let's talk about it. They've been amazing. And I didn't understand why the West Ham fans were booing at Kudus. Why were they booing? Why were they making him feel like he did something wrong? You had the player used to be at the bench and all that. What were you expecting? You don't buy quality players to support your stars, and you are booing at Kudus. Why? Why would you boo at Kudus? Is he the one who ran the football club to the ground? Like, West Ham fans should do better. This guy was scoring goals, bangers for you, and you are here booing at him because he left. Did he even leave on his own? Didn't you sell him? Massa, West Ham fans, do better. You were playing against Spurs, and what were you expecting? You are lucky you even took just 3 now. Yes, and we also had Brentford versus Chelsea. Shocking turn of events. It was a debut for Alejandro Garnacho, my star boy, and even though he missed some chances, he also helped in the chance that led to pre-goal contribution that led to the second goal for Chelsea. Caicedo scoring a cracker, and I think they thought they had won, but Brentford was like, "Hey, hold on, shot gone." And it was a draw for Chelsea. They didn't expect it because Maresca was trying to rest his players for the Champions League. And I hope they don't lose the Champions League. Because if you have rested your players and you are not able to go through with this thing, then I don't know why you rested the players. And people were complaining, why didn't you use the players? And Kopama came from injury, came to score a goal. That guy is just brilliant. Bayern should be careful because Kopama, that guy is too brilliant. Oh my God. He's amazing. He's superb. He always proves himself. He has nothing to prove to anybody again. But I think Chelsea had to reserve some of the players because they were having Champions League. And after Champions League, you have United and it goes on and on. You can't risk it. You can't be risking things like this. So I think Maresca made the right call. We have a lot of matches, almost 38 matches. You can score United because United right now, open door, open gates, everybody they enter. Open the floodgate of heaven, everybody they enter. That's also they enter. United. And Bailey versus Liverpool. Charlie, Bailey had a red card. And this season, let me tell you the truth. Liverpool has been the luckiest club. Should I say lucky? They deserve their wins though, but they've been one of the teams that have been scoring at the final minutes. They did the same thing against Bournemouth. Did the same thing against, was it Arsenal? In game week 2. They did the same thing where they scored the last is it Rico? Roy, yeah. Their small boy came in to equalize at the final minute. At the final minutes, when we all thought it was done and dusted, this guy just came in and just scored a cracker. This guy just came in, scattered, mashed up the whole place. This guy just came in and just caused havoc. How can you do this? So let me tell you the truth. Liverpool had they've had the luckiest so far because they've been scoring at the final minutes. Liverpool has been scoring at the final minutes, and it's been a good ride for them. It's been a good ride for them, and they are enjoying. They've scored last minute goals. And they did 3-2 against Newcastle. Last minute, when they thought it was done and dusted, the kid just came inside and just mashed up the whole place. This is what we call a team. A team who never says die until the bones are rotten. A team who never gives up, who refuses to buckle. This was the Man United we knew, but now I can't. And the match of the day, which was Man City versus Manchester United. Listen, Man City versus Manchester United. Man City deserved the win. Kudos to Man City. If you allow them, they will punish you. I told you, Man City lose their in game week 3, which made them more hungrier than before. Because in game week 3, they had lost against Brighton, which had made them very furious. You had the likes of Rodri, Tijani, and the rest at the midfield. And they were conquering. Haaland is a fantastic player. See, I told you that Haaland scored 5 goals during the FIFA qualifiers, World Cup qualifiers. And this guy was on fire. I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised for Haaland scoring 2 goals. He deserved a hat-trick. When we talk about a striker who has positioning, a striker who knows where to stand and when not to stand, this guy is just amazing. Oh my God. Haaland is just amazing. Listen, Amorim, you see, this was the reason why Ten Hag was sacked. I told you in the other episode that he refused to listen. You refuse to improvise. Improvise, because your players are not getting the standard. And EPL, day in, day out, the matches are going. They are piling up. And you're having these big matches. If you are to lose against Chelsea, I don't even think your coaching role is even secure. We play all the ball and even crossing into the 18-yard box where you have a 6-inch a tall striker, 6-something striker who is good in the air, and you are not feeding the striker. And you bench Kobe Menu, play Ugarte. Bruno wouldn't. Bruno is not seeing the play. He's not playing well. Change him. Look at what the chemistry between Casemiro and Kobe Menu. Kobe Menu was able to handle ball for Pep Guardiola to even be surprised. But this is the United we want. I don't even hear it. And United lost. So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, this is game week 4, which was brought to you, supported by DSTV Go TV. Get your subscription ready. Champions League night is ongoing. I'll bring you the highlights on it. But for now, this is game week 4, and I am your favorite host, D General. I'll bring you match week 5 analysis too as well. Thank you so much for being with us. Bye-bye.